See, one of the biggest things that most people don't talk about this, and it's crazy, but most people don't talk about one of the other key components when it comes to like improving yourself. One thing that took me a while to learn, but then sometimes it would take me a while to learn, and also it took me a while to be aware about it. But what it is that you cannot say that you're gonna wait until something so that you can start doing whatever. So I'm gonna give you an example. So an example is, you know, let's say I remember this is a good example. I remember when I was working at a car wash and I had people that most of the people that worked there, they were like, I'll start working harder if I get paid more. Or I'll stop stealing if we get paid more. Or I'll start coming in early if I start getting paid more. So these are things that people will just say, and the thing is, people don't realize when you say this, you're actually stopping yourself from getting what you want to get. Like if you do the opposite, you'll be surprised how much you'll get the things that you want to get. So in this position, you want to get more money. If you want to get more money, if you say you're gonna do if the stuff that you know that you could do to bring more value to the company, then you want to start doing them before you get the money. Because two things actually. First is use your confidence because now you start doing it, you know you can do it. And then second is that when it comes to a position that you now asked to do it, it's not like it's something extra for you. It's something that you've already been doing anyways. And then I guess a third that's a bonus is that this is something that's gonna take you to a next when you go to a next level. These are things you take with you. Like people just think like, okay, I'm gonna start my business someday and then I'll do whatever I want to do. But then the thing is, it's not gonna work like that. You gotta be that person before you start doing them. I mean, this I guess now that I'm thinking about it, people do talk about it. Like Myron Golden talks about it a lot. I just explain it in a different way. And the way I explain it is just like, hey, if you want to start, if you know that there's something you can start doing to bring in more value, start doing it. Don't wait. Why wait? And then people say this all the time, like, oh, it's not worth it. So I'm just gonna wait until this, then I'll do this. But then when you do that, these are just chain reactions. Like if you think about it, like all the things, the people that say that, look at them, look at their life, look at what, if they even go anywhere. I've seen it so many times, and it's not even shade. It's just you can see someone stuck because they're saying, "I'm gonna do this when I wait." I remember one more thing that I gotta learn, like suits. Um, for me, I think I mentioned in another video that Kevin Samuels talks about suit Saturdays, and I started doing it. And I didn't have a job that required me to wear a suit, but I was doing it, and then I kept on doing it, and I kept on doing it, and then now, believe it or not, now I got jobs. Well, I worked a couple jobs, and now the career I'm in, I'm wearing a suit on a regular basis. So in my head, I'm like, okay. The other day I had a conversation, and the person was like, hey, I'll wear a suit, but I don't have any reason to. And I'm like, you don't have to. You don't have to have a reason. You can just wear it. Start doing it. Because if you say you're gonna wait, it's not gonna happen. And on top of that, it's just if anything, it's like you become that person first. You always want to become. You want to focus on becoming the person first before everything else. So I remember Myron Golden always asked this question: what does a tree have to do to produce apples? And then he said most people say, soil, water it, or put an apple seed, whatever. But the answer is it has to be an apple tree. So if you want to get whatever you want to get, you want to focus on the identity of that person that you need to become to get what you want to get. So I hope this touches somebody. I mean, it touched me. This is something that I've seen a lot, and I always tell people. But sometimes, well, most of the times, if someone doesn't want it, so that's another thing too. So if someone doesn't want it for themselves, then you can't do anything. So I mean, I'm not in the business of convincing anybody, but I've seen people struggling with this. And if there's someone out there who's growing up and not sure how they're gonna go, this is best advice. If you go anywhere, figure out, okay, I'm looking to bring more value here. Start doing it before. I told this to my wife. She started. She was doing like wife material stuff before I proposed. That's crazy. Like I even told her, like because most women would say, I'm gonna wait until you know I get a husband material or he proposes or he puts a ring on it, then I'm gonna do wife stuff. Well, good luck. I mean, maybe some people got away with that, but for the most part that I know, it never works that way. You have to become that person before. So, hope this helps somebody, and see you in the next one.